Hi everyone, welcome to the IoT Hero Show, my weekly showcase of thought leadership in the Internet of Things. My name is Tom Raftery, I'm the Global IoT Evangelist for SAP, and now, on with the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the IoT Hero Show. We are at Sapphirenow in Orlando, and with me I have Anne. Anne, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hi Tom, my name is Anne. I work here at SAP and I've been here for about 2.5 years. I am a director of Leonardo IoT Solutions. I've had many different roles within the company, from the field to development, so I've seen IoT projects from many different angles.
Nice. And so, having seen those IoT projects, what are some of the pain points that customers are seeing?
What is very common is that they are very eager to get started. Often when they get started, they approach me because they want to create something new and something shiny. They want to create the new big buzz on the market. When we start digging into it, they figure out that actually solving an internal problem is where they should get started. Yeah. That is often how I see they approach it. When they started doing that, one of the major pain points I see is that they get so excited with this project, they forget to involve people.
Right.
So first of all, they create a project group of the same team. You know, they're probably the same A players, and they're good people, but they all have the same mindset. You need to involve people of different backgrounds and different mindset, but also different places of the organization to spark innovation, but also to get involvement from not just IT or from business or from other places in the organization. You need to combine it to be successful in one of your projects. That is one of the major issues I see. Another thing on involving people that is so crucial is to involve your customer. Okay. Because your customer let's say you're producing a product, and that product is meant to collect data for you to actually live out your strategy on IoT. Okay. If you forget to ask your customer for consent about that data, you'll have a major problem. Right. I have seen cases where customers are unplugging. They simply do not want to send you that data. So what I advise customers to do is, once you have your strategy, use that in your negotiations. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned as well, we had a conversation just before this about a shipbuilding company and issues that they're having. Can you talk a little about that?
That was really interesting. That was one of the first projects I was working on. This was a company that were producing ship engines, and these are massive engines. They're the size of a house. Okay. And a ship has about 2 of those. Wow. So it's not something you just go in and replace every 5 years. You build a ship, you have an engine, but you constantly change it, remodel it, new spare parts, something break down, new technologies and new legislations, environmental laws, and so on. Right. So what is difficult for them is to, first of all, figure out how to collect the data. Second of all, these ships, once you can collect the data, that's good. Then what? You're out in the middle of the ocean. You might be 20 hours, you might be 5 days away from Singapore. In order to actually use that data, you need to have powerful computation on board the ship. You cannot rely on sending data back home to the cloud, everything produced there. First of all, a lot of data. It's going to cost you on sending that data through satellite. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Second of all, do it on the ship. Do it on the edge. And this is actually not just applicable for a ship. This is applicable for many companies. Focus on edge. Invest in your edge. Yeah. Your edge should be very intelligent.
So that's why we're seeing all the move towards edge intelligence now.
Absolutely. A lot of edge intelligence for many different regions. You want to have more safety on the edge as well. You do not want someone in a control tower somewhere in Dallas to suddenly trigger something on the floor when someone is actually working on a machine. That's another thing as well. You want to have the intelligence. You want to be able to act immediately on the edge. That's where things are happening. Another thing we're seeing with IoT, we have all these buzzwords of, of course, of machine learning, deep learning, pattern recognition. So imagine that you have a product and you want to detect quality errors. You want to detect faults in those. Okay. The sooner you do it, the better. Yep. The further you go in your supply chain, the more expensive it gets. Sure. So if you can do that on the edge, if you can do that via camera, via sound, it's going to save you money, because you don't even get there. You can go in and predict a possible error right there before it happens.
Exciting times we're living in, Anne.
Oh, it's exciting.
Great. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.